Hello, welcome back. Sick and tired here. And it's that time again, friends. Oh yes, it's time to react to some more insane Twitter posts. You know, that's not what I intended for this channel, but so far it seems like it's one of my favorite things to do. Twitter is the gift that keeps on giving. The really awful gifts, you know, that you get at Christmas and you don't want, so you pretend that it's fantastic and then afterwards you never touch it again. Yeah, that's Twitter. Also, I keep forgetting, and I didn't forget this time. Look, I have voodoo dolls.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
And they need names. My friend actually got these for me, and I think they're adorable. And they're not actually cursed. I'm not going to use them on anybody. Yeah, no, I'm not going to use them on anybody. But they need names. So let's give them names. These are our new friends. And they need to go somewhere so we can actually see them in the videos and not just be like, hey, they're here, but they're like down here on my desk. This one is called The Selfie. And look, she's got a little phone, like a little pair phone. To me, she looks like Chelsea from Ruby Gilman.
Picture this. Me, stunning but approachable.
My daughter loves that movie. And then we have this one here. And this one is called Caffeine Queen because I don't know if you guys know, but I am like obsessed with coffee. And if I even go like one day without it, I'm an absolute monster. And so she got me this one. And yeah, so they need names. So name them. And whichever names I like best, I will pick, you know, from my like 5 comments that I might get on my video. Okay, anyway, I've went on too long. Let's start reading. Let's start reading and cringing, and possibly not cringe, because sometimes there are some posts in here that are really cool. And I actually really like Twitter too. I don't want people to think I'm like dragging on it. I think Twitter's a really great tool for people to communicate with, and I would not like if it was not around, not to mention it's like an endless gold mine of content. Okay, so I think this one is a woman that was exercising in the gym. And I just want to make it perfectly clear right now that I don't mind people filming themselves at the gym. I don't have an issue with that. I don't like when women try to bait guys and then call them disgusting. I don't like that. Don't bait men. If you want to work out, fine. Just know you're in a public place. People are going to be walking around. They might get in your shot. Hot take. Both are in the wrong. Yeah, he 100% went about it the wrong way, but let's stop recording our workouts in public spaces. I'm with this woman right here. Can't anyone record in a public space though? That's the thing that I don't like. You'll have people shouting that you can't record people in public, and then they'll go on to watch videos of people being pranked and recorded in public. It's like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You need to choose. Is it okay to record people or not? Oh, okay. So this post is actually, I think this is actually a YouTube comment. This one I thought was really crazy. I'm a huge fan of the game Overwatch. And I saw this on, I think it was a Charlotte Dober. Is that how you say her last name? I absolutely love her. And so I saw this in her comment thread for celebrities that are like actually assholes in real life. And I was really disappointed when I read this. I'm really glad I finally get the chance to tell this story, even if it's only tangibly, I don't know, slightly related. A bit ago, I was getting into voice acting and decided to take a class with a guy who voiced Winston in Overwatch, Crispin Freeman.
One done.
I was such a huge fan and was so excited to be with him, but he was so dismissive and rude the whole time. He put down the way I talked and said I would never make it in the industry with it because I just annoy the casting director so much. It definitely put me off of voice acting, and I did a few small gigs before ultimately dropping it. I mean, the main reason is because I'm getting my master's now, but that definitely killed my drive for it. I'm glad to finally get that off my chest. That sucks. That's disappointing. I didn't like hearing that. You should keep doing it. Oh, she's getting her master's though. She's like smart. You should keep doing that, but I'm sorry he ruined that experience for you. That sucks.
Look at him. Y'all see this? Look at me. Y'all see how I look right now? This man that brought me on a date to Shake Shack. Like, of all places. Look at him.
Right,
you got all the chains and stuff like that on your neck.
Like that girl,
It's shit like that. Wrong.
Shake Shack is nothing wrong. Then you order the chicken sandwich and stuff. Like, there's nothing wrong with Shake Shack. Shake Shack is a good spot. You tripping?
Really? So you could have took me nowhere else better than Shake Shack.
And Shake Shack is a good spot to go to.
I mean, this is what you got me. That's it.
Would have loved to go to Shake Shack.
You got me 2 sandwiches and a drink.
So what? And it cost me $50 for just this.
This cost you $50.
$50. It cost me $50.
Let me see the receipt.
You ain't got to see the receipt. That's how much it cost.
I believe him.
You act like you ungrateful. That's why I don't like going on dates and stuff like that.
I mean, you be going out spending hundreds of thousands at the club and stuff like that. I don't see why I gotta come to Shake Shack.
The thing about this.
Hundreds and thousands at the club? How? How do you even do that? She's got to be being hyperbolic. I don't believe that at all. And if he did, that's his business, not hers.
This is lunch. You feel me? You said, let's go out for lunch. Surprise me. And I took you to Shake Shack. This is how you act?
That's the best surprise you could have got. Go ahead, start recording. I'm already in there.
I'm going to show the internet.
Yeah, show them. Show them.
You feel me?
Show them.
But you want to order, like, you still order, like,
Show
you want to
'em.
eat. You still about to eat.
I ain't said the food was nasty. I just said I wanted something
else. You
else.
wanted to go to what? Where you want to go? Where do you want to go?
I mean, shoot. I mean, right here in the South Side. I mean, all these fancy restaurants over here. We couldn't have got something that at least gave me some silverware.
We could have went that for dinner.
Okay, but check this out. Check.
Yeah, okay, I think I've seen enough there. Wow. That actually made me want to just like shrink back into my skin and just, I don't like that. I think Shake Shack is a perfectly fine place to go on a first date. Well, I don't know. To me, I that wouldn't bother me. It's a lunch date. The only crime I see here is that they ordered chicken sandwiches instead of burgers at Shake Shack.
Why is it that I have to work 40 hours a week just so I can have a place to live? 40 hours a week makes me $2,000 a month, and my rent is $1,660. So I work 40 hours a week so I can have a 2-bedroom apartment and an extra $300 a month. Like, it doesn't cover my phone, internet, food, you know? So not only do I not have any extra money, but just working makes me so exhausted that I don't have time either. Like, I get off work at 5:30, come home, and I'm just so tired. I'm so tired that, like, anything that I need to do outside of work, I then just push off to like the weekend. And I'm like, I'm just too tired to do this after work. I'll wait until Saturday. So then I end up with so much to do on the weekend that ends up having to be split into 2 days. So I have to do stuff on both Saturday and Sunday. So then I don't get a day off. I don't get a day to relax. I don't get to decompress. So it is really like working 7 days a week. Constantly. And I don't want to do that anymore, right? Like, I don't care how poor and miserable I would have to be, but I literally can't have a place to live without this, you know? Like, I don't know what to do. I'm not made for this. I don't have the money, time, or energy to enjoy my life outside of work, and I don't know what to do about it anymore, you know? I'm so tired.
Wow, I feel for this girl. I feel for her really a whole lot. I know absolutely where she's coming from. I have been here. The whole 9 to 5 thing, for some reason we're told that that's what we should strive for. And a lot of people now, I love it, that especially Gen Z, are starting to realize that it's bullshit and that's not what we have to do. And a lot of people are miserable. I feel really bad for her. And she's saying she doesn't know what to do. I would just, if I was to give her some advice, I would say you're young, you're very young still, which is something that is very advantageous to you. This is the time right here. Sometimes you have to be miserable before you know what you really want to do or what direction you want to go in. You have to kind of feel your way around in the dark in the beginning. It's just kind of how it is. So She's so young that she could still try to figure out what she wants to do and pursue it. I would tell this girl right now, you probably have to just kind of suck it up and deal with it. But if you're really this miserable, start thinking about where you really want to be in the future, what you really want to do, and what will make you happy, and pursue that. And you're never too old to follow your dreams. But you definitely have more of an advantage to do it while you're young. So I wish her all the best. Not to mention, just to add on, like, things now are so much more expensive too, because I was thinking, well, you know, if she's struggling to pay rent on her 2-bedroom apartment, then perhaps selling it and getting a 1-bedroom, maybe a smaller one. When me and my husband, oh, my lips are so chapped. It's so embarrassing. When me and my husband were first starting out and we bought our first apartment in Vegas. Now, it was very small. It was only 800 square feet apartment, 1-bedroom. We were only paying $700 a month for it. I know that that's like not going to happen anymore. That's like impossible. The typical 9-to-5 doesn't provide for you the way it used to, like for us, like 20 years ago. So let's see what some of the, you know, I'm sure very sensitive and caring comments about her video say. There's these things called trade schools. They'll show you how to not be a useless fuck. Very positive right out the gate. Yes, trade schools do exist. However, they do not solve every problem on planet Earth. If a trade school calls to you and it's the right choice, then Godspeed, but it doesn't speak to everyone. My old man, God rest his soul, was raised dirt poor in the Bronx. He started working at age 10 to help his mom. Beat polio and went to City College in New York at age 15. Is this true? Is that like how you could do it back then? I don't know. I'm genuinely asking. Worked 7 days a week when I was growing up so we'd have a better life. Today's kids have no idea about our struggle. Whatever. Whatever. Is that what you want? Is that what you want for the younger generation, for the younger kids? Working 7 days a week, working their finger to the bone. For what? For what? You should be working to be happy. You have to do it for the rest of your life. You shouldn't be just miserable and working because you were sold a lie that that's how life was supposed to be. This is such a stupid ass tweet. I'm sorry. I usually try not to be so judgmental. Well, usually. But that is just the stupidest fucking thing I think I've ever read. Doubled the tax base by convincing women work is more rewarding than a family. Catastrophic. It has left unsupervised children in the hands of education system and social media. Single greatest driver of the downward arc. Yes. I went to hell when we decided that women were allowed to leave the kitchen. This was actually a comment on a video, but I think it kind of fits in nicely to that comment thread right there. Let's just say it. This system went poo-poo once women started voting, plain and simple. This is a video of this mom and dad doing this, you know, whatever that trend was. I am not trendy, guys. I am old. And this woman, this very miserable woman says, I don't have words to describe how disgusting I think both surrogacy and sex selection is. This couple already have 3 children and are about to purchase another, a customized child that a woman in the background will carry for 9 months. Birth and immediate handover. This is probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever read. You guys know that I have a very great affinity for children. And I think that mommies and daddies that want to have children but can't should get to decide if they want a surrogate. To say that they're purchasing a child, you're not purchasing a child. You're paying the woman that's going through 9 months of carrying a child. And you have to do, if you're a surrogate, you basically sign over the way that you live for 9 months. There are people that can't have children. I'm one of those people now. And if I wanted to have a baby, I think that I would do whatever it took. And I'd be eternally grateful for if I decided to go surrogacy route to the woman that carried my child. This tweet. I don't know that I've ever been more angry after reading a tweet than this one. And yes, I'm being hyperbolic. That's absolutely not true. I've thought about this idea for a while as a player since I've been diving into single player games lately. When I beat a game, there are some that just leave me in awe of how amazing the experience was. At the end of the game, I've often thought, I wish I could give these folks another 10 or 20 because it was worth more than my initial 70, and they didn't try to nickel and dime me every second. You guys remember PlayStation Greatest Hits? You could literally buy a whole game, done, completed, no DLC for $20? Games like HZD, I don't know what that is. GOW, oh, that's Gears of War. Red Dead Redemption 2, BG3, Elden Ring. I know $70 is already a lot. Yeah, you're damn right, $70 is already a lot. But it's an option at the end of the game I wish I had at times. Some games are that special. I know most will dislike this idea. Yes. By the way, I realize we are tired of tipping and everything else, but I view this different from a pressure to tip type scenario. Mini face and give feedback on. No. This actually got off of Spotlight, taking a woman out of her masculine era and guiding her into her feminine energy is a real man's job. Not for the weak, boys.
That is neat.
Okay, I'm not even going to say anything about that one. Next. So Rosie here says, yeah, bro is evil. You gotta run. Let's see what bro said. Had sex for the first time ever with my boyfriend, but he texted me the day after with a list of mistakes I made. Shut up. That didn't happen. Please tell me you're joking. Please say psych. I, 20 female, lost my virginity to my boyfriend. 35? Okay, don't judge, Sam. A couple days ago. I know that going in, I was going to be nervous and clumsy. The sex was pretty awkward and sometimes it hurt, so I had to ask him to stop a bit. He had an orgasm, but I couldn't. Probably due to nerves. Anyway, the next day I woke up to a text from him basically listing the things I did wrong during sex. This is the text. 1, be sexier. Don't be so quiet. Moan and scream. This is gross. I feel gross reading this. 2, your head game needs a lot of work. Look it up. He knows it was her first time, right? This is a grown man. I mean, she's a grown woman too, but like a grown man saying this to a 20-year-old woman. I bet he watches whatever podcast. Don't act awkward. You're not a virgin anymore, so don't act like it. 4, you need to get better at shaving. This guy wants to have his head on a pike. I think that's his goal. 5, don't tell a guy to stop when he's getting into it. It ruins the mood. Jesus Christ. Let me try what I want. Nothing. Not letting me ruins the mood. 6, don't be shy. It's not sexy. So don't get me wrong. I'm not against being told how I can do stuff better. This is her. I know that I'm not going to be great at sex. Obviously, I just don't really like the way he did it. Wow. If that is real, just leave him. Just dump. Don't ever speak to him again. He doesn't even deserve to hear the sound of your voice. What a piece of trash. Bro is evil. That girl is absolutely right. He's evil. He's like evil incarnate. I don't have icks, but if I did, a massive one would be people who take the day off work for their birthday. What are you, 10? Are you going to have fun on your little bouncy castle? One of my dad's employees asked for their birthday off, and my dad said, why? Did your wife get you a clown? My dad had to go to a sensitivity class and apologize to him in front of everyone. Good, he should have. If you want to take a day off from work for your birthday, that's perfectly fine. It's nobody's business. These people are just miserable people that don't celebrate their birthday because nobody probably gives a crap about their birthday.
So you just gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift? Happy birthday.
And I just want to say, you're lucky that this person's only asking for a day. If it was me, I'd be asking for the whole goddamn week. And I don't need to tell you what I'm doing at all. Let's finish with a palate cleanser here. This steak was ordered medium, overcooked or undercooked, or just right. Look at that. Ooh. If you're asking me, that steak is cooked perfect. Could even maybe be cooked a little less, in my opinion. So there were some crazy Twitter posts for you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. And in the meantime, remember, stay strong.